beautiful tribe. My name is Emily Potter. I'm the director of the Lightworker Musicians Tribe and the Million Kisses Foundation. I want to ask the lightworkers out there this question. Do you see lightworkers fighting against the system and feeling all sorts of feelings around that, lots of resentment, lots of anti-establishment kind of things, and you intuitively know that there is a higher way, but you also really see their point. You see why it's important to crumble that system, and yet you intuitively know that there's a higher way of going about this, but you just don't know where to start. You don't know where to go to actually make those changes. So this is a really in-between place because there's something calling you and there's something that you're seeing. So there could be a lot of just disruption happening inside of your heart. And what is going on? I want you to first hear that in this tribe, we're actually not anti-system. This tribe is not anti-system. At the very same time, we are choosing to release ourselves and overcome any system that is imprisoning us by any way that we're not able to live our musical calling in healing the world, in being able to live our soul's purpose. So that's an in-between place, being in between, where you see the system and yet you don't want to fight against it, because anything that we're going anti is actually attracting more of it. So being proactive in becoming more powerful than the system. Where do you even start? So there's that in-between place that some of our light workers are feeling, and you might be seeing in your circles, in your communities as well. What happens if you don't actually make action happen is that you stay in the in-between place, and naturally what happens as a default life is that you keep living life inside the system, and you're pointing your valuable attention and focus on surviving, making money is just enough to survive it, and then getting as much as you can with your purpose on the side and living that musical calling on the side. So you're trying the best you can to balance yourself as a light worker, as a way shower, but you're inside of the system. And then what harbors inside of you, because that's not going to work for very much longer, is that you start to have resentment and frustration, and it's coming out and rippling out into your relationships and inside of yourself, perhaps even your health, because what's happening inside of you is that you know intuitively that there is something more. You know your freedom, and you simply have not known where to go to claim it at the next level, because the system is so laborious. It's so heavy on your shoulders. And so of course you want to fight it, of course you want to be against it, and yet there is that higher way. So way showers in this lightworker tribe know that. Lightworkers who are claiming your calling, you know that there's this higher way. And I want to share with you that it doesn't have to look the way that you might be seeing lightworkers fighting against it. I honor their path. May you feel led exactly where you get to go. In this tribe, we know that there is a higher way, and the way that you actually can step into your calling is then naturally creating a reality where you know that you are more powerful than the system. Now, for those of you who don't know that yet, that's some work for you to do. That is a lot of good inner work to know. But for those of you who are actually done giving your precious attention to feeling frustrated, every day that you feel frustrated, you're giving your precious attention towards those feelings of feeling imprisoned, instead of actually living your calling in that way that you then know that you are an emperor, you are an empress, you are the king, you are the queen, you are more powerful than the system, and therefore there is nothing to fight against. You get to have that inner knowing, and your musical calling is leading you there. When you think that something is calling within you and you're just fighting against it, what that calling is asking you to know is that you can proactively claim your power no matter what system is in place. For those of you who are ready to do that and allow your musical calling to lead you into that reality, and you just don't know where to go next, private message me. That's the work we get to do. You get to be very assisted in knowing that and practicing that and actually mastering that, so that there is nothing to fight. And it's just you being your empowered self in this world. For those of you who are way showers in this tribe who are ready to do that work, private message me and let's do that work together. I'm sending my love to my tribe, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Sending my love.